Hi there folks, thanks for clicking onto my channel today. This is Cooking with Sasha China, and today I'm going to show you how I do milkfish. So milkfish is a fish predominantly from the Philippines, but you can also get it all throughout Southeast Asia. This one my friend got me, Manang, this is for you. Well, actually it was Anna's mother. So thank you, Mrs. Anna's mother. So as you can see, it's already deboned and filleted already, but still do be careful, they still may contain bones, as with any other fish as well. So this has come all the way from the Philippines. The proper name for this is milkfish. I can't pronounce it. Never mind. So the last time I made milkfish, I got it as a whole, and I had to fillet it and gut it myself, which, I mean, the last time I gutted a fish was like a long time ago, so let's just say it looked like a horrible scene in the kitchen. Anyway, moving on from that. So today, obviously I've got my milkfish there. I've also got a pan here with some just plain flour in it. There's a little bit of breadcrumbs in there. Do this however you want. This is how I do it as well. And also, I've also asked Anna how does she do it as well. She also did think that it's probably best to serve it up with some tomatoes and some rice. And obviously I've got some rice here left over. Now, what you've got to be really careful again with rice is when you are reheating it, you have to reheat it till it's pretty much molten lava, because you'll be super careful, because if you don't, just got a message, sorry, because if you don't heat it up hotly, that's not a word, heat it up properly, then you could end up giving yourself food poisoning. So you've got to be super careful with that when heating that up as well. Also in here, I've got a couple of limes. Oops, well, some limes. I also got some coriander as well. I got some chili flakes. You know how us Far East Asian people like our spice. And also, courtesy of Anna as well, let's see if you see, this is amazing. Very nice indeed. Okay, so obviously what we're going to do first is actually drain our fish, get it out. We're then going to flour both sides of it. So this one is already pre-marinated with your typical salt, pepper, vinegar, and other things in there. I'm also just going to add in some more chili flakes, the seasoning, extra hot spicy stuff, some limes, and obviously I'm going to do in some garlic flakes as well, and some onion flakes. Where are they? Just to make it all snazzy. So that's the chopped onion flakes that I've got, and also your typical garlic granules as well. So we're going to do that. Let's move this out the way first, out the way. So I'm not being as loud as normal because I've got a young man sleeping next door. As some of you may know, we got ourselves a fur baby. Yay, he's so cute. I would get him, but he's asleep, so let's not do that. Alrighty, so I'm going to open up my fish and then we're going to crack on with that. Okay, so I've taken the fish out of the packaging, as you can see. I let it sit for about, about 5 to 8 to maybe 10 minutes. I marinated it with what I said I was going to put on there. So I got the garlic sprinkles on there, the onion flakes, the Maggie's hot sauce, and also I put in some fresh black pepper. I didn't put any salt because obviously fish, I tend not to add salt, and it already was marinated with salt. What are you doing? Somebody's awake now and he's running about. Yeah, so that's there as well. I also got my limes and coriander. That's gonna go in the end. But I did squirt a bit of lemon and lime on there as well. So I got my flour here. So obviously hygiene. Sorry, if you can hear him running about, sorry, he's awake now. Where are you? Running. Run free, pup, run free. So I'm going to put my gloves on. I know you don't have to wear gloves, but I just think it's better if you do wear gloves and stuff. Right, so Gonna get my fish. Gonna do it face down first in the flour. You decide to make noise when I'm recording. Alright, so just place that on there. Make sure it's all gonna get, because the natural wetness, the natural, yes, wetness of the fish shall pick up the flour. So just have a look there so you can see. Maybe just give it a bit of a hand, pop it on there as well. You don't want too much and you don't want too little. So, what's he doing? So this is a shout out to all the mums out there and stuff. Oh no, we've got a bit of foliage. I'm going to flip it over now, nice and gently. Try and do it so we've got some food hygiene about us. That would obviously all be sanitized, that bit there. So you're just going to want to place the flour so we get a nice crisp coating on it. Again, so this is just plain normal flour with a slight bit of breadcrumbs in there. And I did put a bit of seasoning in it, but not too much because obviously the fish has already got that in it. So we're just going to cover that a bit more. I should have got a bigger dish. That's all right. So just pat it down into it, like so. Don't worry about the tail. That will be fine. So now we're going to take off our gloves. Just get rid of that. Full on get rid of that one. There we go. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get our oil on. So I've got some oil in the pan here. No, you've got to be careful now because you can't be around here. I'm doing that. Away. The one hob that it doesn't work on is the big one that I want. Fire! Woo! So we're going to get our pan on. We'll put the air on as well. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Okay, I've got my lid ready as well for when we start frying. Okay, so we're going to move this over here, like so. I'm going to sanitize this area and I'm going to move the camera over there so you can have a look. Okay, so I've got my oil coming up to temperature. My fish is there ready, as you can see. If you do it like that, you can see it just there with my handy glove. I've also got my fish spatula ready to go. So I've got my rice also heating up. Like I said, you have got to remember to really heat it up properly so it's excruciatingly hot, because obviously if you don't do it hot enough, you're gonna, be poisoning yourself. Because rice is one of those really important things that you've got to reheat properly, or don't reheat it all, or just make a fresh batch. I'm just a bit too lazy to get the rice cooker on again because we had rice last night, so I had some left over, so I thought, hey, I'm going to do this fish for breakfast. So we're just going to have a look. The oil seems to be okay at the moment. We don't want it too hot that it's going to splatter absolutely everywhere. Now I shouldn't have done that because now I need a plate. What are you doing? Oh dear. So I'm just going to do it so done. There we go. So I'm just going to pop that in there. As you can see, lovely jubbly. So I'm going to get the fish in now. And this is where it's going to be a little bit hard because I don't want it to splatter everywhere. So they're going to say do it skin side down first. So we've got some, and then we're going to turn it over. Ooh, then we're going to turn it over after that. Now, what we're going to do is obviously also just flick it on top, not too boisterously, that's not even a word, but you know what I mean. Just try and get some of that oil cooking on the top as well. Shouldn't really flick the oil towards you. Just remember that, guys, safety first, especially when it comes to oil. So, oh yes, look at that. And I tell you now, it absolutely smells water. Let's try and get that bit of the tail done. So you're going to want to cook it for about, let's say about 5 minutes on each side, but if you want to do it a bit more, do it a bit more. That's what I usually do it at, and that's what I did last time. Like I said, I did get some pointers from Anna, because obviously in her household she makes this all the time, being Filipino. So yeah, again, Anna, this is a shout out to you. Oi, no, watch out. Okay, well this, no, go. Stop it. What are you doing? You can't be here. I can't really move you right now because I'm cooking. So there we go. We're just gonna, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put the lid on that, just to try and, what? Well, you, The viewers can see you. They can see you. You're famous. What's this? Look up here. What's that? Can you see this? Haha, you looked up at you. Yeah. Okay. He's just like, you're crazy. Right, so while we're going to let that cook, we're going to get rid of the flour. And we're going to wash our hands again. Because there's nothing worse than a chef or chefess who doesn't wash their hands. Always, always, always wash your hands. You know. There we go. So the fish is starting to look pretty good. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Gonna let that go for a little bit longer, and then we're actually gonna turn it over. Alrighty, we'll come back when we're ready to flip it. Okay, so now we are ready to flip this over. Just be careful, because obviously you guys know that when anything you're frying, if you fry it and then you get some water in there, that's really going to cause some damage. Because water and oil, hot boiling oil, don't mix. So now we're going to flip it over. We're going to do it real gentle, real gentle. Gently does it, gently does it. There we go, here we go. Okay, so we're going to pop those to the side, my utensil in my little bowl, and we're just going to flip it, going to flip some oil onto the top as well, so it doesn't dry out, because you don't want some dry fish. So once this is all cooked, that's when I'm going to fry off the tail as well, because obviously that's still got raw fish on it, and you don't want cooked and raw fish on there as well. Where is he? Oh, there he is. So, yeah. So, this fish is really good. And correct me if I'm wrong, and if you're Filipino and you're watching this, I do apologise if I get this wrong. But obviously when I had this before, I just did it in some Thai seasonings that I know by the back of my hand, which is obviously very similar to the Philippines because they're not that far from each other. But when I properly had this was when my friend Anna took us out for dinner. It was actually a colleague's leaving due, and she took us to a Filipino restaurant, and they had this fish there. What they tend to do out in the Philippines, it's like communal eating. They put it out on a table on banana leaves, and you have all your meats and your fish there together. And it's absolutely wonderful, and it tastes amazing. Obviously my chefing skills are nowhere near getting all of that done nicely all together. And of course you eat with your hands as well. here in this kitchen, I will probably eat my hands and then resort back to a fork. But yeah, so we flipped the fish over now. I'm gonna let that cook off, and then I'll be doing the tail bit as well. Okay, so what I did fry off the tail, but then I just thought, heck, I'm just gonna completely get it off. So I have taken the tail off, and it's still cooking away nicely, as you can see. So yeah, I just put the tail in the thing there. I'm gonna really throw it away. I'm gonna throw it away in about a second now. Just wanna make sure that it's all looking good, which it is, looking good, smelling good. Just try and get that oil on there again. And now, what I'm going to do is, I am going to throw away the tail now, because obviously that's just contaminating my utensils. So, where is my other stuff? So since that other bowl there has been contaminated, I'll just use my wooden spoon and my paella spoon in a new bowl. Again, food hygiene, guys, food hygiene. So I'm going to flip it over again, real gently, so you can have a look at the fish. There we go. Look at that. I'm trying. Go. So we're going to put the lid on that and crack on properly with the rice. Okay, and we are ready. The rice is ready. We're now going to take the fish out. Going to take the fish out, and I've got some kitchen paper on a plate here. I'm going to do this ever so carefully because obviously the oil is still hot. We're going to want to flip it over. What are you doing? A little bit. And just place it on there. So one thing I know I just did really wrong there was actually I had the handle out towards me. Whenever you're cooking, irregardless if it's steaming or whatever, always have the handle that way. I did usually, but for some reason I didn't do it that time. Okay, so that's all the nasty oil there. Let's leave that to the side to cool down, and then we'll discard that momentarily. Okay. So we're going to take the fish over here. Let's take you with us. Okay, so what's the matter? I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, so here is our fried off milk fish, and obviously I've got my rice here ready. I paired it with some limes, like I said I was going to do, and some coriander, just because I like really, you know, well, I can quite happily sit down and have a coriander bag for lunch. Coriander bag for lunch? That makes no sense. So the rice that I have got left over, which is over there cooling off, I am not, I repeat, not going to reheat that up again. If I do have a lunch later, which I probably will do, I'll just eat that cold or just throw it away, whatever, and just have the fish. Because obviously I can't eat all of this now for breakfast. So yeah, I forgot to say, it is breakfast. It's about, well, brunch I would say. It's about 10 to 11 in the morning here. Stop it. Stop it. It's about 10 to 11 in the morning here. So yeah, this is my breakfast. So anyway guys, thanks for clicking onto my channel today. This is Cooking with Sasha China, and today I showed you how I fry off some milkfish. I wouldn't even say Filipino style because my friend might shout at me because I didn't do it. No, I'll just say my style. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Do you want to come say hi? No? Run off. Okay. Bye. What are you doing?